Happy to be joined by the UFC Women's Flyweight Champion Valentina Shevchenko ahead of her title defense coming up here at UFC 255 on November 21st. Valentina, how are you on this Friday?
Doing good. Just finishing our morning session, morning training, and doing some preparation for the fight, medical exams, and just came back home and having our great interview with you today.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's great to catch up with you, and so glad to see you get another fight here. I know you had the title defense scheduled in June with Joanne Calderwood, and then obviously you had the leg injury that sort of delayed things. How long was the recovery time on that injury, and when were you able to get back to the gym?
So I started I started to recover myself probably after 4 weeks of the surgery, but it was kind of slowly without super to get too much exciting because I could move right freely, but it was I would say couple or maybe 2 months from now. 2 months ago, I already started to train in full, so it's this time was working pretty well for me. So I had enough time to make sure that everything healed and everything ready for the action.
Right, because you do use your leg a lot. You want to make sure that you can utilize it as best as you can. Was this the right amount of time off for you, or would you have preferred to delay it even further?
No, I think it's the perfect timing for me. So yeah, it's great to have it before the end of the year, and to have enjoy the end of the year, and I think everything worked very good for me.
Are you a little bit disappointed you're not the main event?
Actually, kind of no, because we have great main event, very strong guys, very technical, high level techniques, and I think everything's good.
Okay, I like the attitude on that. So you're supposed to fight Joanne Calderwood in June. Now you're fighting Jennifer Maia, who defeated Joanne Calderwood. Calderwood obviously taking that fight in between. Were you surprised to see Maia defeat Calderwood the way she did by finishing her in the first round?
Actually, yes. I did surprise. I was thinking it's gonna be kind of a little bit more challenging fight, more struggle, more rounds we could see. But yes, it was faster than I was expected. But it was not kind of surprising me that Jennifer Maia won that fight. I kind of expected this result, but the way she did it was very beautiful and nice.
and obviously big risk, big reward there with her getting the title shot against you, which is great. Looking at you both, you and Jennifer Maia, how do you look at this fight from a style perspective?
Oh, it's not something that I looking at my opponent and I preparing for the fight accordingly with the movement of my opponent. I definitely I would consider it, but it doesn't mean that I would do something different because I preparing myself as much as I can to have all situation worked and know how to react. Yes, she's a good striker. She has good grappling, good wrestling, and she has very good a mindset. Go every time forward and go, continue. Good cardio. So this is kind of opponents what I want for me, and because I don't need someone who doesn't feel ready for the fight, for the title fight. That's why, it will be a very good fight.
Any concerns about her missing weight? This is a title fight. She has to be right on the mark. She has missed weight before, which is why I bring it up. I know you focus more on what you're going to bring to the table, but is that something you've thought of?
It's kind of gonna be looks weird if she knowing that she's having this problem and fighting for the title gonna miss the weight, right? It's gonna looks kind of not the way it should be, but that's why I'm more thinking about that she's gonna do preparation or do her diet before the fight and make sure that she's gonna be in weight.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to miss out on it. It's actually funny because the headliner of your card, Davison Figueiredo, he missed weight earlier this year, and he had to still fight Joseph Benavidez, but it wasn't for a title because he didn't make the championship weight. So just one of those things to think of in terms of the matchup. Now, by the looks of it, you've done this entire camp in Las Vegas, right? Just, staying near the PI?
Yes, like doing all training camp here, great place, great to be, great to train. It's like you have everything. You have the gym, you have the nutritionist, you have the physical therapy. So it's amazing. I couldn't wish something better.
Would you have gone to train in Thailand had the borders been a little bit easier to travel with COVID? Was that initially the plan, or I guess with, the restrictions, it's probably just easier to train in Vegas?
Initially it was a totally different plan. We planned to spend all summer in Kyrgyzstan, and I was thinking to travel there, but then everything happened, and we were like, okay, what we gonna do now? And then the injury came, and we just traveled here in United States. We did like for 2 months, like road trip all the way, like on the Highway 1 to the coast, Pacific coast. All the way to California, Oregon, Washington, then the part of Seattle, like driving all around. We drew to the border with Canada.
Oh, yeah, probably near me then, because I'm about 3 hours away from Seattle, where I live in Vancouver, which is interesting.
Yeah, if the border would be opened, I assume we would continue our travel to Canada, but no, not time.
Yeah, I can't get into the United States right now with the border. I haven't been across the border since March because just there, with all the restrictions and quarantining, it's just too much work. But yeah, maybe when things loosen up, you can come up here again, because you had a great performance actually in Toronto a couple of years ago when you fought Joanna and Jacek. So I know you're and obviously in Edmonton you fought there as well too. So that's been really nice. Is it just mainly you training with your sister? Obviously, she has her fight coming up with Ariane Lipski.
Yeah, it's very nice that we have like two sisters fighting in the same event. It's like first in the UFC history, like two siblings fighting in the same event. And it's kind of great because every time we are doing all our training camp together, now we doing training camp together, but we're gonna rest as well together, right? Mm-hmm. And easier work for our coach. That's why he don't have to like train me first, then her, and it's like constant work. Yes, we are training together. We have more training partners, very strong guys. Some girls also coming. So yeah, it's we're working with different people.
That's great. Are you working with any other UFC fighters, or is it just a different, like a mix of different fighters?
It's a mix. It's a mix of different fighters. Most it's local fighters who are fighting in, here out of Las Vegas. Some of them more jiu-jitsu, some of them more Muay Thai. So it's a great combination of everything.
Are you surprised it's taken this long to have you and Antonina fight on the same card together?
Kind of yes and no, because definitely it's when the sport is open and the matchmaker Mick Maynard, she's offering the fight, and we are ready, we accept and whatever, right? And it was kind of like, after she fought, I fighting like very soon, or it's kind of like was kind of like difficult to manage the time, but now. Like finally we have this happening. Yeah,
it's going to make the fight that much more special, I imagine, getting a fight with her on the same card. I imagine the weight cut's going well. You've got that UFC PI. They can make the meals for you. I'm sure that's pretty nice.
Oh, it's amazing. It's the best what a fighter could wish, because you don't have to worry about meal preparation, about anything. And by the end of this week, today after training, I already was 128. So my weight going good. I don't have a cut weight as like all people imagine, like suffering or whatever. So I am able to work in my natural power and know what I'm capable to.
Well, that's really low. Like you said, just a few pounds off of the limit. I'm going to throw this out here. I probably know the answer, but I'll just say it anyways. You don't think you could ever make strawweight, do you? You think that would be too much?
I didn't think about it yet.
Okay.
Nothing is impossible, I would say.
Right. Okay. No, I was just curious because that is pretty low. Like the fight's not till the 21st, so if you're only a few pounds off, it seems like that might be a possibility. But because I don't think we've ever talked about strawweight, we've talked about bantamweight where he used to fight. So that's interesting.
I feel so good in flyweight, and for now, I don't see any reason why I have to go to strawweight.
Right. It's your division. Yeah.
But it's kind of like every time something changed, every time something new coming, and I would not say, oh no, I never will do it. I would not say that, but I'm more leaning toward I would stay in flyweight.
Right. No, absolutely.
More comfortable, and I don't have this pressure about like no eating, cutting all the good things from my life, and yeah.
Okay. No, fair enough. How do you see the fight playing out on the 21st? You finished your last opponent. We've seen a lot of finishes from you recently. How do you envision this one playing out?
As always, I'm preparing for each fight as it like the last fight, and I doing everything that I wanna do in the fight. I'm not dreaming about how it's gonna finish or what I'm gonna do, because if you are trying to tie something to you, you are gonna feel like desperate of doing it, and if something happen and you could not do it, you're gonna feel frustrated. And it's the worst feeling what I want to feel in the fight, right? That's why I'm gonna do anything that I have to do for to win the fight. Doesn't matter how I have to, and if I see the like this is the moment to finish the fight, I will use it, because my body and my mind gonna be prepared for this action. The worst when you see the moment, but your body it's not reacting because it's not ready for this. This is the worst. That's why I'm trying to prepare my body for the to feel like completely ready when the time is finish your opponent. You are here. You are able to do. And this is what my mindset in training camp. It
seems like Jessica Andrade is going to get the winner of your fight. Lauren Murphy, on social media sort of revealed as much. Do you think Jessica is the rightful, deserving number one contender? Or do you think Lauren Murphy, with the amount of wins she's had, that she might have deserved the shot? I know the focus is on November 21st, but is that something you've looked at?
There is very interesting things happening right now in the flyweight division. So we have 3 girls who really want to be the next one. So it's Jessica with her recent victory, it's Lauren Murphy, and Cynthia Calvillo. So we have these 3 girls, and I think it's gonna be still some kind of a battle between them to get the right.
Right. So you don't think Andrade, because it seems like what Lauren was saying yesterday on Twitter was that Andrade has sort of been given the green light to fight the winner of you and Jennifer Maia, and Murphy would have to fight someone else, because of course Murphy was supposed to fight Calvillo. She had to fight a newcomer instead, with Calvillo testing positive, so it's kind of put things kind of in a weird spot. But you think that Andrade would need another fight, is what you're saying?
It's a weird question by itself, and weird expression of the world. What does it mean that Jessica receives the right to fight the winner of our bout? What is that? I don't understand what it means, the winner of our bout. It's yes, definitely I understand what does it mean, but it's wrong from to put the words together completely wrong. She will get the right to fight for the title someday, somehow, some deserving, but not the other way, because she's not the champion. She's not waiting for the fight. She's asking for the fight. She's not the one who said, okay, I will be fight with the winner of this bout. She's not in that position still. And if it says Lauren Murphy, it's totally wrong from her side, because she's also can claim, no, I'm gonna be there and I want to fight Jessica first, and then let's see who's gonna win that fight, and then the winner of this fight will get the right to fight for the title, right? But it's completely wrong by itself saying that she gets the right to fight the winner. No, she has to fight for the right.
Okay, I like it. I like that. That was very well said. Andrade is an interesting matchup, though, in that division because of her power. We saw that in her last fight. I'm not sure if you caught it against Katlyn Chookagian, where she, finished her in the first round with essentially a body punch that Katlyn was finished. Did you see that performance, and what did you think of it?
I saw only the short videos, short clips that we have on Instagram. I didn't see the in live
fight. Yeah.
Fight as a full one. Yeah, it's fine. It's good. Sometimes it's happened. Sometimes I think it was unexpected for Katlyn because definitely Jessica Andrade, she is shorter and she has to use her advantage and to hit to the body. But kind of what I can say. Why she hit her, why she made this TKO, it's not because of her power, because of unexpected punch and probably the way that Katlyn moved back. She was not expected to be hit by
that shot,
get the shot into the body, right? That's why her breath was a little bit kind of relaxed. And in this moment, I would say it doesn't matter how strong, how power the fighter would have, if they hit in the right spot, in the right moment, and everything would work great, everyone will fall down. That's why it was not this hit because of her power. But of course, Jessica, she is strong. She is strong, and she she showed in her fights that she can lift people, she can make them fly or whatever. But it's everyone is very strong. Everyone has their skills, but the definition of the great fighters, the champion, it's not about only power. It's about combination of power, of speed, and everything else. It's it doesn't mean that she has that much power that no one can fight her. We could see a lot of fight with Joanna. We could see fight with Rose, how easy they could manage the distance and what things they can do, right? So it's not about the power. Yes, definitely she fought in strawweight, but it's flyweight, she feel more powerful, but it's kind of a line when you are heavier but not that fast and doesn't have that reaction, and it's you have to find the right limit of this line. Yes, she's a good fighter. Yes, she is a good challenger, but challenger.
Another name, obviously, that's always out there is Amanda Nunes, and she's got to get past Megan Anderson in December. It doesn't look like Amanda has a real clear-cut contender at both featherweight and at bantamweight after this fight, and not looking past Megan Anderson, but we've talked about a third fight between the two of you. Is that something you think could potentially happen just with the lack of contenders for Amanda, after December, so to speak, if all goes well?
It can potentially happen, and I said it from the very beginning. It will happen someday. It's gonna happen, right? It's gonna happen. I don't know when. My plans for now, it's defending, get from the injury, feel strong, continue my successful way in the flyweight division. This is what my goal. I don't know what is her goal, but it's happen someday.
Well, no, she might be close to hanging them up, only because I'm sure you saw she's become a parent, so there's some talk of how much longer is she going to fight, but I think a lot of people want to see that third fight between the two of you just because of how close the second fight was, and also just I think this is the biggest women's fight you could make in the UFC right now. Do you agree?
I think it has to happen before she decide to retire or whatever, but I don't feel that she's ready to retire yet.
Okay.
She's young enough and feel this power she has. She's not. I feel that she's not ready to retire at this moment. But I know it's gonna happen before.
The other name that obviously has sort of been entered in this equation is Zhang Weili, who's the strawweight champion. Is that a fight that would interest you down the line, just because it seems like she's really having a lot of success at strawweight, but obviously it looks like her and Rose are going to be next, and then I think they're going to sort of figure it out there. But is she someone on your radar at all?
Oh yeah, I think it's everything, like all the possibilities can happen. You just never know what's what's gonna happen in the future. But yes, everything can happen. Everything can happen. But I'm not even think about it right now because I think it's gonna be a big test for her against Rose. And let's see after this fight what it's gonna be, how it's gonna end, and then we can come back and discuss this question again.
Okay. And then I don't know if you saw it, we were kind of talking about the rankings a little bit. I don't know if you noticed that Zhang Weili is actually ahead of you on the pound for pound list. Did you know this?
That's why I'm asking you. Is it making sense for you?
No, it doesn't make sense because you've had the title longer. You've had more defenses. Even outside the title fights, you have good wins outside of your title reign. So, no, I don't agree that she's up there, and I don't understand why she is. It doesn't make any sense to me. But
that's why I'm saying that it's like, yeah, it can be this way, it can be another way. Who cares? It doesn't make any sense, right? Only one thing that it's matter belt in your house. This is only one thing that really matter.
Yeah, for sure. Also wanted to mention quickly, I know in the past you've trained with Chris Cyborg. I'm not sure if you caught her fight a few weeks ago, but she's having a lot of success over in Bellator, got the win over Julia Budd to win the title, and that she just beat Arlene Blenko. Did you happen to catch her last fight against Arlene Blenko?
I didn't see, but yes, I saw her success. On Instagram again and social media. Yeah, she's doing great, everything, and I feel good for her if she feel more if she feel better fighting in Bellator, more without mental pressure or something like that. If she feel good there, it's great for her, and everyone taking their steps toward the way what they wish to continue their life, or so it's good for her then.
Okay, that's good. And do you ever see yourself training with her again? She's in California. It's not too far of a drive.
No, it's not too far, but I am in Nevada.
Right. No, for sure. Maybe she can come to you. Maybe she can come out and train with you guys a little bit. But I know obviously the focus right now is on the title fight, so that makes sense. Before we go, at the time of recording this, we're a day before Halloween. Are you going to dress up for Halloween this year?
It's tomorrow. Tomorrow is Halloween. It's not, the funny things, it's happening in our neighborhood. It's every night, already for about a week, someone knocking the door, ringing the bell, and leave a bag with treats, with sweet treats.
Oh, really?
And then disappear. So it's so nice because they leave a note. It's saying on one side, it's saying you've been booed.
Really? Okay.
Another side, you have to do the same things, for two more neighbors of your neighborhood. And what I think it's not that typical for the Halloween, but what I know exactly that people the kids, they're gonna come tomorrow for their trick and treats, and I'm ready for that. I'm prepared. I bought huge packs of different sweets, so I'm expecting them. I'm waiting for them to be a part of the celebration of Halloween.
Okay. Did you think it was Jennifer Maia's team at first sending you the candy so you'd have trouble with your weight cut?
I don't know. It's a good question, by the way, right?
Yeah, we'll see. This is going to be a great fight. UFC 255, November 21st. Valentina, always appreciate you taking the time. It was so great catching up with you. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, I'll give you the last word.
Bullet Muay Thai, all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Valentina Shevchenko. So it's not that difficult to find me.
Right, exactly.
Go and find.